What's going on, guys? I'm Jada Black. Shout out to everyone that's tuning in. I want to talk about Michael Irvin. I've spoken about Michael Irvin. I spoke about how, he was vindicated. There were still people, especially on Twitter X, that wanted to argue with me about this. You had grown men that wanted to argue with me and say, Michael Irvin is guilty. Well, Michael Irvin just settled his lawsuit with the Marriott, and apparently, according to a report that I saw, he got $25 million out of that $100 million lawsuit that he had filed. So it looks like vindication to me. Not only that, this past Sunday, Michael Irvin returned to the NFL Network, the same NFL Network that had him sitting at home for months. Now, apparently Michael Irvin was being paid, right? It wasn't unpaid suspension, which lets me know they didn't feel like he was as guilty as the media made it out to be. But he was on paid leave, which is why Michael sitting at home. For the most part, he was going through a hard time. I spoke about the things that he had been going through, but he was being paid. And the reason why the NFL Network kept paying Michael is because they wanted Michael to come back. I believe they were always going to bring Michael back. I truly believe that they were always going to bring Michael Irvin back to the NFL Network. This is why, you didn't see him fully separate from the NFL Network, because they were always going to bring him back. They were always going to bring him back. This wasn't going to be, oh, he's done there. No. They were going to bring him back. They were going to bring him back. Now, I want to get into the particulars of them bringing him back. I'm going to go to the Yahoo article. And it says, former Dallas Cowboys star and Hall of Fame Michael Irvin settled his defamation lawsuit against Marriott and officially returned to the NFL Network on Sunday morning, just in time to kick off the 2023 season. Irvin had filed a $100 million lawsuit against the Marriott and 6 others for defamation and tortious interference in a business relationship after an employee accused him of making lewd and inappropriate comments in a hotel lobby in Arizona in February. He was pulled from the NFL Network Super Bowl coverage in the wake of the incident and had not been on since. Irvin and Marriott have settled the lawsuit. The Dallas Morning News reported on Sunday. Terms of the settlement are not known, but from what I saw, and take it for a grain of salt, but I saw it on Media Takeout, they say he got $25 million out of it. I can believe that. I can 100% believe that. Michael has been reinstated and will be a part of the NFL Network's coverage of the 2023 season. NFL Media Vice President of Communication Alex Reifmiller said in a statement, they were never going to get rid of Michael Irvin, and they were paying him to stay home. They were paying him to stay home. It looked bad. It really did. People say, why would Michael go back? They were paying Michael. That's why Michael went back, because they were paying him. If they weren't paying him, I could see a scenario where he ends up leaving, but they were paying him. And I don't think it's a coincidence that he goes to Fox Sports. He's on Undisputed, and the next thing you know, the lawsuit is settled. He's back on the NFL Network. That was a rollout for Michael. That was a complete rollout for Michael. They wanted to ease him back onto television, and they did that with Fox Sports. Once he got on Fox Sports, they saw the reactions. Then they bring him back. I don't think that's a coincidence. I think they were always going to bring Michael back. They were just going to wait for this season. They just basically paid Michael to just stay at home for the spring and the summer, and then they were going to bring him back for the fall. And you could tell his coworkers missed him. But I think it was always a part of the plan to bring Michael back. Irvin was accused of misconduct by an employee of the Renaissance Phoenix downtown hotel ahead of the Super Bowl earlier this year. Specifics of the allegations weren't clear right away. In a legal motion, Marriott said Irvin flagged down the hotel employee, which I did not see on the video, him flagging her down. Looked like he just was walking near her, walking, I don't say towards her, but you know how you walk in one direction, somebody's in the other. You might say, hey, what's going on, you know? Appeared to be visibly intoxicated and began aggressive behavior towards her after returning to the hotel from a dinner last night. Video of the encounter with the female employee was released in March, though Marriott tried to prevent its release. Irvin was seen shaking hands with the woman. He touched her arm twice, and then the two parted ways after a roughly 2-minute encounter. Irvin had denied allegations against him at every turn and said he was baffled by it all. He told the Dallas Morning News that he had been drinking earlier that night at dinner and didn't remember the details of the conversation. This all happened in about a 45-second conversation in the lobby. He said earlier this year, when I got back from going out, I came into the lobby and I talked to somebody. I talked to this girl. I don't know her. I talked to her about 45 seconds. We shook hands. Then I left. That's all I know. I don't really recall that conversation, to tell you the truth. We were out drinking. It was just a friendly conversation. What's up? I don't even know. I am totally perplexed. No criminal charges were ever filed over the incident. Irvin spent 12 seasons playing for the Cowboys from 1988 to 1999. He won 3 Super Bowls with the franchise and was inducted into the Hall of Fame in 2007. He has worked as an analyst for the NFL Network since 2009. But this is good to see, because there are men and women, primarily men who've done more and people have forgotten about. I mean, Dana White smacked his wife on camera, and all was forgiven in a couple of days. He didn't get suspended, he didn't get fired, but he smacked his wife on camera. And it was a little bit of outrage, but it wasn't that bad. You know what I'm saying? This is what happens when you have certain people running your parent company. But be that as it may, I'm glad that he is back on television. It seemed like, again, his co-workers were happy to see him, and he got a bag out of it. He got a bag, and I'm glad. I'm glad he got a bag. I'm glad he got a job back. Now he's going to be on Undisputed. I'm just happy that Michael was able to win this situation. I love seeing black men win. I'm not going to be ashamed of saying that, especially a guy like Michael Irvin, who's done so much to get his life in the right direction. Because there were times when Michael was going through it, right? But he persevered, and he was able to, basically keep things going good in his life for a long time. He hadn't had no incidences, no issues like that, right? And then this situation comes up, right? And it's good that he was able to get things going. Like I said, I'm glad he got paid. I am. So let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts. Like this video and share it. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and I'll see y'all next one.